South Florida, Miami, 4:30 Eastern, Hard Rock Stadium. Miami's a 17.5-point favorite, over under 56.5. And the best part about this is this game is on the CW. The CW finally gets a massive win of a top 25 matchup. They've been putting out bangers over the last year or two. You got to give the CW credit. They finally get their big time game.
Was SMU Baylor on the CW this past weekend? That was the CW, wasn't it? Double overtime, 48-45. That's kind of a banger.
They're putting out bangers. I mean, Virginia, Carolina, the famous Tony Musket goes down to Chapel Hill. I mean, it was like the Civil War.
The shows aren't much.
Miami, South Florida, Dylan. I know we've been on the Bulls early this year. Why is this spread at 17.5?
These are my two loves. These two teams are my two loves. I love Miami's defense. I'm on record saying that they are going to be one of the best defenses in college football. And USF, here's the thing about our show. We don't have the resources to do every single conference outside of the Big Four, the Power Four. So I have notes in my Snoopy notebook about USF, about all these teams. I love USF. I knew the defense was going to get better. No paper trail. There's no paper trail on the channel or whatever. It was a major regret of mine. But I was in on USF. They're known for playing fast, having a good offense, but they really improved their defense this year, and we've seen that obviously so far. You asked me why the spread is 17. Are you insinuating that it should be lower?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I think this is a very cute story for USF. I think they're a very good group of five team. But I think they're going to be in for a rude awakening when they meet Miami this week. It's just a different beast, right? The Florida team, I think we even kind of, I don't want to say flip-flopped, but floundered around the idea of Florida being a good, decent, maybe not so good team in the team preview. Yeah. And with Boise State, I mean, Carter, you talked about how bad Boise State was going to be this year. We did it in our Group of Five preview. So I do think that this is already a win for USF. I'm not taking anything away from them, but I think this Miami team is the real deal. The defense is legit. I think that they're going to be in for a rude awakening. I'm going to keep doing what I always do, though, for USF games, and it's even better that it's against Miami. Under. This defense is just not what people are used to with USF and Miami, to be completely honest with you. If I had to pick a side, Miami. But under's my play.
17.5 points when they just went into the swamp and won, and then they just destroyed.
But I don't know if Florida's all that.
But even if Florida's not all that, I mean, going into the swamp and winning is not easy.
I'm not going to sit here and say it is. I'm not going to.
Now they're playing back-to-back on the road in Coral Gables.
It's tough. All in Florida.
Off a big win. Well, I know, but off a big win.
Big state.
Yeah,
big state.
It is.
Yeah. They're in Tampa, though. That's actually it's just a perfect distance. I bet it's not far.
Get a little triangle action going.
Yeah, kind of. Anyhow, Connor, USF Miami.
Yeah, this is... So it's not crazy. I haven't watched too much of USF. I watched a lot of the Florida game. Both these defenses are the best unit on their respective teams, right?
Oh, I would say so.
And like you said, Dylan, that seems absurd to say, especially for Miami, especially for the Miami Hurricanes. But that is what it is. I'll lead with this. I do like the under in this game. I'll just start off there. It's up to 56.5. I don't think there's a ton of points here. The number one thing I was impressed with in week one for Miami against Notre Dame was their ability to, number one, dictate the pace of the game, especially with Jeremiah Love, who missed a bunch of snaps. I understand that. But with Jeremiah Love on the other side, they dictated the pace of the game, 34-26, one time of possession. No turnovers either. Miami hasn't turned the ball over in either game they've played so far. They took care of their FCS opponent this weekend. Unlike Georgia or Clemson, they handled business. I think USF's quarterback, Byron Brown, has been great this year, but Miami's defense, I was big on them coming into the year. Like you said, Dylan, I'm not changing my tune now. I think I'm taking Miami here. It sucks to take a big spread in a matchup like this where USF's look so great this year against, Florida's a good team. They're not great. They're a good team. I'm taking Miami here. I think this is a step up for them. 17 and a half, big spread, but I think that Miami defense is the real deal.
I think it's important to note it is a step up in competition from Florida and Boise. Like Miami's a different beast. I love the story, but it is a different beast.
It's kind of a staircase they're going up, Boise State.
I mean, a bunch
Florida,
of 5-star recruits on each side of the ball. I think Florida's just so poorly coached.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I don't think Miami's completely in the next league, but it is a step.
Physically, it's a different ball game.
Miami from Florida is very different.
I really don't think it
this year.
I really don't think it is.
So then what do you got? You got USF winning in a blowout?
So this is where my gambling brain gets messed up with my thinking brain, where my thinking brain is like, oh my gosh, obviously USF keeps this a close game. They're gonna get to Carson Beck a little bit, get him under pressure and whatnot. But why is this 17.5 points when we just saw they went into the swamp? Everybody and their mother's going to be on South Florida in this game, taking the point, taking the plus 17.5. You're going to see the tweet 93% of the bets are on South Florida going into this game. Give me Miami with the points. Give me Miami winning this in a blowout right now because, look, Carson Beck, I know I've crapped on Carson Beck. I was thoroughly impressed with him against Notre Dame in that game. Thoroughly impressed. And maybe the Carson Beck redemption arc is here. Maybe Carson Beck enters the Heisman conversation this year, getting to play in a weaker ACC.
But that's not going to happen after this game.
No. I'm talking about as a full season thing.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, if they're going to win by 20, if they're going to win by 20 plus points, Carson Beck's going to have a good game.
Oh, sure.
Against a good defense.
Yes. But not. I don't know. Don't think it's this week that we start having that conversation.
Would you be shocked if USF keeps this a close game? Not even saying win, keeps it a close game. Because I think we'd be pretty shocked if they won. If USF keeps it within one possession.
Yeah, I'd be shocked.
Barring a last-second, backdoor cover touchdown. If it's 14 for the whole game and they score at the very end or something, then okay. But if it's consistently a 3-7-point game, I would be a little surprised.
And that's not to take, I feel so bad. I'm not taking anything away from USF. I just really do think that from Boise, who we thought could be down, to Florida, who we thought could be down, to Miami, who, I've already said what I've said about Miami. I think it's just a bigger jump in competition opposed to USF is fake. I still think USF is a really good group of 5 team. But this is just a different ball game.
Do you put any credence into this game being played on the CW potential upset?
Craziness. Is this the biggest game that's ever been aired on the CW? Top 25 matchup?
It's gotta be, right?
I would think.
Football-wise, probably. I feel like there's been a basketball game on there. Maybe not.
No, it's like Duke, Georgia Tech, and Carolina,
maybe
SMU.
So. We didn't think this would be this big of a game coming into the year. So shout out to CW.
Oh, no.
Some ROI there, return on investment.
Yeah, shout out CW. Give me Miami with the points, though. It goes against everything I said. Don't care. It's what's going to happen.